Alright guys, it's going to be another interesting video today. It's going to be more of a talking video. We had my thank you for 50 subscriber video recently. We're now at 60, so thank you for that. We basically got to 60 right as I posted that video because it took a while for me to edit that one, and I also wanted to make sure that we were a little bit above 50 when I made it. Just in case for some reason somebody accidentally unsubscribes, I didn't want to make a thank you for 50 subs video and I only had 40 some subscribers. That'd be a little bit awkward. So I did wait a little bit before starting to do a lot of work on that one. Anyways, I'm going to try and keep this video pretty short today, but it's going to be an elaboration, I guess, on why I started YouTube and think it's an interesting thing for me to do and try. I kind of talked about it, and I believe it was my second video where I kind of go over some goals that I had for the channel and some reasons for starting it. But those were pretty vague. Obviously one of the goals, one of the more important ones, was to just encourage positivity and, trying new things. And I do definitely think those are important. But I'm going to get a little bit more specific on to why I myself got interested into YouTube and kind of why I'm still trying to do it and what I like about it. And it's interesting. One of my subscribers, well, I know most of you guys right now are friends or family, so I can kind of talk to you in person about these things. But one of my subscribers, I know, watches pretty much all of my videos, and I went to school with him, and I work with him currently. The other day at work, one of the questions he asked me was, so basically it was, what made you hit upload for the first time? And then he kind of elaborated on it, like, why'd you want to start making videos, and like, why'd you post? What made you finally post? Because I had told him I had the YouTube idea for a while, but it still took a while for me to actually post my first video. So today I'm going to kind of go over how I got interested in doing YouTube, why it took so long for me to post my first video, and a few of the things that kind of pushed me over the edge to post my first video, to actually get started on something new. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy, but it's going to be kind of all over the place. I don't have anything written down. I never do for these because I feel like it's more personal. If I just kind of let things roll off the top of my head, I don't know if that really makes sense, but if I just kind of talk into the microphone naturally. And I'm also just not organized enough to really write those things out. I remember sitting in class one day and somebody had mentioned YouTube as one of the things they loved, and so, people started having conversation on it. It was for some activity. I don't remember what it was. That was a while ago. And then someone mentioned the username, Laserbeam.
Hope you're having fun. I'm having a great time.
And at the time, I had watched YouTube videos mostly for either hockey training videos, hockey pump-up videos for before games, or just random school videos like, how to do certain math questions or history, stuff like that. I would occasionally watch some gaming videos, mostly for when I was playing Fallout, if I needed help with something, or, games like that, where I was struggling with like the story a bit. But I didn't really watch it, I guess you could say, religiously, or like TV. Like nowadays, there's a lot of people, I'm definitely one of them, that I don't really watch normal TV that much anymore. I basically just watch YouTube. I'll watch some, movies or something that we have or that are on TV sometimes, but I don't just sit there and watch regular TV. And so at the time I was like, I didn't really get kind of the hype around everyone watching YouTube and stuff all the time, or really how it worked. So I was like, Laserbeam, that's kind of a weird name. Why would you name your channel something like Laserbeam? of course, later I watch his stuff all the time and meme him in my videos all the time. So I just thought that was kind of interesting. So that was my first kind of, um, thoughts on YouTube. Was really just watch random things here or there, nothing crazy. And then a few years later, living life, doing school, playing hockey, somehow stumbled across, well, they have a few different channels. Now they're Neebs Gaming. I've mentioned them a few times. But the first video I saw from them was from one of their older channels, which was called Hank and Jed, which had some animation that they did for a game called Battlefield. And they had a series called Battlefield Friends, and they just kind of made jokes and like skits and animations based on issues in the game or just in general gameplay.
You're not alone here, you know that.
Yeah, I can fly really good.
Yeah,
I got a high level in helicopter.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, but I have to learn this.
The
So.
fact that we've just been spinning for the last 30 seconds isn't
Oh, do you have
much.
to be somewhere?
And I started to watch basically all of their stuff. Now, granted, I was a few years late to that, so this was all out. Everything was posted, and I just watched the entirety of it, basically. And I, first of all, just really liked their personalities in there, and I just enjoyed watching the stuff, and I related to it because I had played that game and other games like it, And so that was I didn't subscribe to that channel, but I figured out that they were this Neebs Gaming channel, which now does plenty of other things.
Hey there, we're Neebs Gaming. We play games like GTA, Ark Survival Evolved, excuse me, sir, 7 Days to Die, and many more. Oh, watch out, folks, on YouTube, baby!
Animation, they do regular gameplay. They've done a few podcast type kind of things. I believe they stream every Thursday, some random game. But so they do a lot, and that was the first channel that I actually subscribed to with the purpose of actually watching all their videos. And still nothing with Laserbeam yet. Fortnite was probably just starting around this time, and I was not really that interested in it. I was interested in, Call of Duty, Halo, the regular games. Then, graduate high school. Basically, not much happened after that summer, that year. Just started working at the job I'm at right now. And then the next year, 2018, 2019, me and my brother going to community college. So we weren't really sure what we wanted to do, and it was cheaper and closer. So we did 1 year there, and that year was basically the time we started watching other YouTube videos and channels, and one of them was Laserbeam because Fortnite was picking up, and he's done a ton of videos before that, but he definitely, like a lot of creators now, they definitely, if they used it right, they grew with Fortnite, and Fortnite grew a lot.
Sit down, kid. This is so much fun. Oh, man. Remember when I sucked? Rest in peace, shitty Laserbeam, eh?
So yeah, that's how I first got introduced to Laserbeam and watching his stuff. And then I kind of went back and rewatched all of his older stuff, basically, which is a lot. He's got, I would say, at least 8,000 videos. Something like that. Maybe that might be a little much. I don't know. He's got a lot of videos. So he's got a lot, which obviously translates into, how he's become this kind of content creator today. But so I've watched a lot of him, and that Neebs Gaming and his channel really got me interested in creating content because I just enjoyed it so much. I enjoyed watching all their stuff so much. I've always been a big gamer and play video games basically all day, every day when I wasn't playing hockey and responsible things. When I wasn't doing responsible things or playing hockey, I was playing video games. And so yeah, I just kind of, that seed was planted a little bit of me wanting to start making videos. Didn't really know how to, and it just kind of stayed an idea for a while. Cameron and I finished our year at community college, and up to this date, we haven't gone back yet. I just don't know exactly what I wanted. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I felt like it was kind of a waste to go back just for general ed classes and know what I was doing and paying the money for. So we took the year off, and we just worked all year. Tried to set some money aside and get some money into retirement. And that's also, I was going to try and do a lot of posting that year and start YouTube best I knew how. Bought a relatively decent computer. I mean, the computers most people use for gaming, it's probably pretty cheap, but it was a good investment for me at the time. And got some basic software and things to run with and a mic. And then it just kind of sat there. I made my channel like August. I don't think I posted till a month or two later. I'll have to check that. Because I just didn't know how to start, and I was afraid to start. And so this is where we get back to the original question from my coworker and friend that asked what made me post my first video. And there's a few things, just memories from high school where I didn't do a whole lot socially. I didn't take advantage of the good times that I could have had then because I was too afraid to do it. Either, just because I didn't get my license till I was 18, my driver's license, because I just wasn't that interested in driving. I mean, it's not my thing. So in terms of going out and hanging with friends that way, it wasn't that really an option for me. And I was a pretty awkward, quiet kid anyways, so I didn't really talk much in class. So going out and hanging out with a ton of those guys wasn't really what I wanted to do at the time. And so yeah, I'd, like school dances and sporting events. I think after my 4 years in high school, I only went to one football game, and I don't think I even stayed for all of it because I'm not that big a fan of football anyways. And then yeah, sitting there in the student section, it wasn't really my thing. I don't know, I guess you could say limbo, not knowing what to do and being afraid to do it. So one of the things that finally got me over that was the realization that now I've been out of hockey, youth hockey, for 2 years because I've aged out. And one of the things that I regret the most is I didn't start playing that earlier. One is because I didn't really know about it. I mean, I played other sports when I was younger. Hockey wasn't my focus, and then I met someone that had played it. It was a good friend, and I wanted to get into it. But the 1 year I could have started, we waited a year because I decided not to, because I was afraid to do it and learn how to skate. Basically learning how to walk again. So years later, it's like, well, shoot, if I had just done that 1 year earlier, I would have had so many more memories of playing hockey. Probably would have been a lot better near the end. And it's just one of the things, just like, dang, I wish I started that earlier. It's just like, well, this may be one of those things that you wish you started earlier. So that's one of the reasons why I decided to finally post. One of my old teachers from high school, nicest person ever. Really nice, never had any issues in the class. Like most classes anyways I was in. Most teachers liked Cameron and I a lot. Mostly that was because we were pretty quiet, never caused any issues. But that's just it. I was at work one day, she came in. I work in retail, so she was shopping. And, talked about some random things for a little bit. And then, I don't know how we got to it, but at some point she said, "Oh, come on, Jared. You know, everyone loves you or whatever. Everyone loved you in class." And I was like, you know, just being the humble person that I am, I was like, "Oh no, I mean, you know, I don't know about that." And then again, she meant absolutely no harm by this, but to me, it kind of hit hard. She was like, "Oh, come on, you were like the class pet, whatever." And then, you know, we kind of talked a little bit more and closed out the conversation. But by the end of it, I was like, in my head, I was just thinking, is that how, you know, everyone kind of remembers me as the class pet? You know, I appreciate that everyone liked me for the most part, teacher-wise, and I'm assuming student-wise. I didn't really ruffle anyone's feathers too much, but I certainly, you know, would like to be remembered for a little bit more than just kind of being there. And that's kind of what I got from her was, you know, I was just kind of there in all the classes. Didn't really add much or take away much. Like I said, it wasn't very social, so I would just kind of sit in class and do what I needed to do. I wouldn't talk much or raise my hand for much, volunteer for much, because I just wanted to sit there and get it over with. Certainly, if someone would talk to me, I'd talk to them, but I would never start the conversation. You know, I don't want to be some big old celebrity but it certainly would feel better if someone remembered me for more than just kind of being there, being that awkward kid in the classroom. And so that's one of the things where it's like, well, shoot, when I wanted to post that video, but I was stalling a little bit, like, oh, you know, I'll find something else to post. Because I had it edited for a while, just kind of sitting there, but I would never post it. And I was like, you know what, you're never going to do it. You're never going to do it unless you just go and post it right now. And, you know, maybe with, you know, the videos you make that hopefully will make someone's day, and it'll push you to be more social and try new things. And then, you know, hopefully, whether this becomes a career or not, this YouTube, you know, whether this channel takes off, or if this is just something I make a few videos and then I kind of do something else, I find something else I'm passionate about. Either way, it's going to help me to be more confident, be more social, and be more willing to try new things. And hopefully, you know, people will remember me for more than just being that awkward kid that didn't really do much. You know, I tried new things. I try to help people when I can. And so that's another main reason why I finally decided to post. But to me, it was like, well, it was just a big reflecting point on kind of how I've been treating school, for sure, and specifically, but in general, you know, life. I'm just kind of sitting there, going through the motions. Not really, other than hockey, which again, like I said, wish I did earlier. Other than that big step for me to start playing hockey, and now I've played it for 7 to 8 years, there wasn't really anything I was pushing myself to do other than go through school, do basic stuff, go to college, do basic stuff, and somehow find a career for me. This was something I felt I needed to try. Those are the two reasons why I finally decided to post about a month later after creating my channel. And now here we are. Like I said, we're at 60 subs right now, which is pretty cool. It's more than I thought we'd get, for a while anyways. And I'm already becoming more confident talking into the mic and talking to other people in general. So, but yeah, I just thought, you know, he asked that question, you know, what made me post my first video? And I thought this would be an interesting discussion / video for me to make, so you guys understand where I'm coming from a little bit more. And yeah, hopefully you guys, I'm hoping to inspire other people to try new things earlier. It's not that big a deal. You know, go for that promotion. Maybe you're too afraid to ask for it, but maybe you've earned it. You just gotta speak up, or try that other class that you're not so sure about, but you have that little feeling that's saying, you know, this might be interesting. This might be something that I could do. job. Maybe you're trying to think of another job. You've been stuck in your job for a while, and you're just like, I need something new. Maybe it's a new sport. The point is, the reason you get those feelings. I believe that, my faith is Christian, that God has a plan for me. There's a reason I go through what I go through. And though we have free will, I believe that there's some slight motivations that you get, inspirations, those sparks that get your attention in, a subject, a career, something. And I believe truly that you gotta follow those. But I believe that those little gut feelings, those little inspirations, those ideas you get, there's a reason you get them. And it's either for you to learn from them and realize it's not what you want to do and move on, or it's something that if you do it, you'll really enjoy it. And in the end, in my opinion, it's what God has planned for you. You're going to help the most people doing that career, that job. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. That's why I posted. And anyways, that's going to be the end of the video. I know it's kind of choppy, and I know my brain was kind of all over the place. Like I said, I didn't write any of this down. This is just kind of me remembering. And then just kind of talking into the microphone. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think, either in the comment section, or if you guys do have my personal information, feel free to message me that way, or talk to me in person. But yeah, I just hope you guys try new things earlier, have a little bit more fun, especially these days. You gotta enjoy the little things. Don't be worried too much about what people think. There's plenty enough to worry about today to worry about those. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, have faith, take risks.